Hello and welcome back to the Level 3 Diploma for the Business Administrator 347303, and we're going to continue with Unit 306 Project Management, and now we're going to look at outcome number 2. So outcome 2 is all about the management of the agreed project. So just to be clear, this is the project that you have created and planned from outcome number 1. So it cannot be about a different project, they are designed to work together. So just a few pointers really about the management of your project and a few things that you need to bear in mind for the completion of the outcome. Naturally, because this is your project, it's important that you take responsibility, i.e. you will literally be doing the majority of it. Now, you'll notice below it says delegate when required. So as part of your plan, you might have identified aspects either you're not capable of doing or you need different levels of authority. So for some elements, you might realise that you need to delegate when required, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's simply utilising the other skills in your team and other roles. Thirdly, it's important to communicate with your stakeholders throughout the management of the project, and that will ensure consistency throughout. The fourth element is adjustments with the plan and any implications with the stakeholders. So you might find that certain elements change as you go along, and that's fine, that happens with plans. What's important, however, is you note them and you justify them and also date them as well, just to show where these things have happened along the way. The final thing to bear in mind with the management of your project is to make decisions based on a range of information, i.e. you need to consider, is there going to be a cost factor? How are you going to prioritise the project you've made? Consider, are there any barriers to completion? What risks there are and any resources available. So like I said, outcome 1 and outcome 2 work very closely together, but there's a few additional bits of information which are required, and I've made a short list here. So when I spoke about communication with the stakeholders, it's really important that you show the proof, and quite a nice way of doing this could be to create a contact log. So this is something that you can make, so any correspondence via email or telephone, and you can state who was involved in the conversation, the date in which it happened, potentially even the method as well, and what was agreed and decided. Secondly, make sure, like I mentioned on the previous slide, any examples of adjustments. So once again, who is involved, and likewise the date. And thirdly, examples of delegation. So depending on your plan, naturally everyone's going to do it slightly differently, but you may have already highlighted who's going to do what within your project. However, if you haven't, then ensure that you write down the different examples of delegation and who has done what and what they were accountable for. So with all three elements here, ensure that when you do produce your work for one file, that you do sign it, you do date it, and you also get whoever's involved to do the same as well, just to help with that authenticity. And once again, in terms of your journal entry, ensure that every aspect is added onto your one file and the time it's taken you. Thank you very much.